है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मात्रैकरसे विष्णौ ब्रह्मात्मैकस्वरूपके, भ्रमैव जगज्जातं रज्ज्वां सर्पभ्रमो यथा। When it is said that this world is an illusion, so we have to understand this word illusion or mithya correctly and distinctly. If we don't understand this word correctly, then we will be arguing and getting lost in unwanted things. So, what is the meaning of illusion? So, there are three stages. Something is not. The third is, although it is not, yet it appears. Three things. So, to explain this, I was talking to kids in some school. So, I told him, do you see the eyes above my nose? Yes. So, that is existence. They are. Good. Do you see the horns on my head? No, they are not. So when I was explaining them, there was one child, like in every school there are children. He was totally indifferent. So my attention went to him. I said, hey, you are not answered. Do you see the horns on my head? Not for now. Who knows? They may come. So that which doesn't exist and yet it appears is called an illusion. So if something is, you can do nothing. It is. See? Like you are a man or a woman. Yes, you are. You can do nothing. If you are not living, no problem. But if you are a woman and you think you are beautiful, then the problem will come. See? So, what is an illusion? That which appears but doesn't exist. Now, the common examples we see is the mirage waters, or the rainbow, or the horizon. These are okay, but real we have to understand is what this. This tab is, this table is, the light is, a person is, a tree is, noise is, peace is, health is, disease is, movement is, stability is, up is, down is, solid is, liquid is. So this is common. But is our attention on this is? Now these are the two objects. Mic is and the phone is, two objects. Now why they are two? Because in between them there is nothing. In between them there is neither the mic nor the phone. But that nothingness is also established by someone. See? So, although mic is not, although the phone is not, but the one who knows that there is nothing, he is. Therefore, that which is existing in the absence of everything is the eternal presence. See, like common questions come. Swamiji, what will happen after I die? What will happen to my wife, my children, my property? What will happen? If I is not there, there is no my wife. If I is not there, there is no my property. So this I alone is supporting everything. The objective world, the subjective experience, and the experiencer. So other than this one reality, there is nothing else. But what happens? We see this world and we imagine the world is other than me. See? Can the colors and forms remain other than the vision? They cannot. Because vision itself is color and form. In the same manner, this world is nothing but me alone. See? One day, one lady became little angry with me. I said, you people get too much involved with your kids all the time. Chick, 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 chick. Enough of it, there, enough. Keep them at a distance. You, Swamiji, you are not a mother, therefore you will not understand. I said, then cry, tabla pitilo. Useless. Don't justify you are miserable. See, are you really happy or miserable for every child in this world? No. Mine. From here the samsara begins. See, therefore, this one reality that we are, Chinmatra Ekarase Vishnu, Ekarase Chinmatra, is it not our experience? We know and we are is a simultaneous experience. It is not in a sequence. Therefore, our existence being and our knowing is simultaneously one. That is Chinmatraikara Vishnu. Vishnu means what? All pervading. Now see, space is one. We may call it India, Bangladesh, Nepal. The waters are one. We may call it Indian Ocean, Chinese Ocean, Burmese Ocean. See, life is one. We may call it human beings, animals, plants. Mind is one. Therefore, in all the so called separate minds, the same problem. We are so modern that Morning news becomes stale by afternoon. Bhagavad Gita is more than 5,000 years old. Is it not outdated? Bhagavad Gita is talking to someone different than Arjun. Who was Arjun? The same confusion, same anger, same jealousy, same frustration. Is it something new today? Is it that during Arjuna's time, people were seeing with the nose and they are eating with the ears? No, same thing. Therefore, our scriptures are universally applied. They are not addressed to a person, which are a person, those who are separated geographically, separated according to a particular period of history. No, it is universal. See, friends. So, this reality, Chinmatraikara say Vishnu, all pervading. They are not separateness. But what happens? Separateness we are introducing. So Chinmatraika say Vishnu, then Brahmatmaika Sarupake. So this Vishnu or Brahma, what we are talking about, is none other than us. See? Therefore, we have seen Tattvamasi. When we come to discover our identity, although expressing through the limitations, but essentially unlimited. Although the eyes are limited to colors and forms, but the mind is unlimited. It can express through all other sense organs also. See, therefore, Brahmatmaika Sarupake. So, this absolute conscious blissful existence that we are on us. Brahma eva jagat jatam. See, Brahme eva jagajatam. Because of the delusion, the illusion appears. Delusion is in our mind. The result of the delusion is perception of illusion. See? Meaning what? If we have not seen, not experienced a snake, a rope, there cannot be any imagination of a snake. I was just sitting like that and I thought it is a snake. Where did you see that? No, just like that. No. So a substratum is required. So we step on the rope. So knowledge is there. I know there is something. But what is that is not known. So it is ajnanam, apurna jnanam, incomplete knowledge. So wherever there is incomplete knowledge, there the mind comes to support us and starts imagining and projecting. Can anybody say, I was coming, it was a rope, but I did not know. When I step on that, I thought it is an elephant. You cannot think like that unless you are dumb. See? So, that rope is known, but it is the rope is not known. Then projection. It must be a snake. Thereafter, we start inquiry, investigation, what the snake is like. So, what we do? We take the right means of knowledge. Right means of knowledge is what? Light and eyes. When we are coming in little darkness, what was our means of knowledge? Feet and imagination by the mind. So, wrong means of knowledge, you get wrong knowledge. Right means of knowledge, you get correct. So, in this example, the right means of knowledge should be the torch, see, and your eyes. So, we go to see the illusion of the snake. That time we do not know it is an illusion. We go to see the snake, and when we apply right means of knowledge, then we come to know it is not a snake, but it is a rope. After this is discovered, it is a rope. Will our investigation continue? This is okay, this is a rope, but where the snake has gone? Our investigation will end the moment we discover the rope. In the same manner, this world that is appearing in front of us, we take this world to be so real. And then all the consequences of bite by the non existing imaginary snake, all those things will start happening. So, what is the cause because of which the rope was experienced as a snake? Wrong means of knowledge. See? In the same manner, this world we take by what? By wrong means of knowledge. See? So we have to correct the means of knowledge. Now, the second step. What is our experience about this world? This world is other than me. So, otherness is an illusion. This we have to understand. Other than me means what? It is something like the ornaments are other than the gold. For whom? For the ladies. And for the jeweler, his attention may be on the ornament, but focus is on the gold. Both of them are seeing, but one is seeing the gold, other is seeing the name, form, utility, and the glory or the glitter of the ornament. In the same manner, ignorant people are looking at this world of names and forms. Their attention is not on the gold. Wise people look at the multiple names and the forms, but their attention is on the gold, the common substratum. All of them are existing, which includes the one who is seeing. So, on the common existence, the knower known duality appears, and this duality is Brahma, the delusion. It is not real. Brahma eva jagatjatam. Therefore, when this world, now third step, when this world is taken as other than us, what are the consequences? We told you in the morning, there are three consequences. One is desire, second is anger or the greed, and the third is fear. That which is not recognized as other than I, neither there is a desire, nor anger, nor greed, nor fear. See? In Kerala, if you see during summer time, Goa also the same time, it's very hot. And if you see Kerala people during summer time, they have got the flooring, cement flooring. So it is cool. So they'll be sleeping in the afternoon. Whole day they sleep that way. They'll be sleeping. And when they are sleeping, their body is open, only lungi. And their Madhya Pradesh is like a um, helicopter landing platform. And on that, one small baby lizard happened to fall. See, these huge structure will jump out of the skin because something else has fallen. Now, if instead of that baby lizard, if his whole heavy 10-tonner hand falls on his stomach, will he be afraid? Because that lizard was something other than me. My hand, although it is heavy, it is not other than me. So, what is the conclusion? Wherever there is a sense of otherness, desire, anger, greed, or fear is bound to be. So, what is the world? World is not in things and beings. World is a burden that we carry in the form of desire, anger, greed, and fear. And desire is always of something which is other than ourselves. I will not have the desire of my watch. I have already it. See, therefore, the only way is to come to understand and know, is this world really other than me? See, if it is other than me, it is a problem. Now, what is other in this thing? Like we have seen the earlier verse, the gross world and the gross body, they are same. The subtle Sutratma Hiranyagarbha and our Antakaran Chatushtay, they are the same. The Maya and the Avidya, ignorance, they are the same. And the same reality which is expressing through all the three. Where is the difference? Therefore, the example I gave you 100 times, don't take it as a routine example, but work on it. Then one man having adopted three conditioning appears to have become three, the son, husband, and father. Now, will that man have biasness towards the son, husband, and father? No, because everywhere I am. See, friends. Therefore, those who talk of differences, those who substantiate the differences, those who establish the differences, they create the samsara. You know, in our religion, in our culture, ayam nijo paro veti ganana laguchetasam udara hridaya nam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. Ayam nijo paro veti. This is mine, that is his. This is mine, that is his. I was in Germany, Stuttgart, many years before. So one lady has invited me for some talks on yoga, etc. So on the third day, probably, I asked, I said, Amma, you are not your usual being. Am I troubling you? Is there any problem? No, 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 Swamiji. But why did you say like that? I said, I wish I am wrong. No, you are not wrong, you are right. Something is troubling me. So, what is that? See, there are not enough students. Because of that, not sufficient fees I am getting. So, how to run the yoga studio? I said, then what you have decided? I don't know what to do, I am worried. That very moment, the man in the house came. I said, why don't you ask your husband to help you? He is not my husband. Then he is my friend. We are already divorced. He is my friend now. Then how do you run your here? Bed is mine, bed sheet is his. See? I am nijo paro vetti. Then how do you look after your things in the fridge? No. If he takes my coke, he has to replace it. And here, the first floor in the door, that is mine contents, coke and all that. Lower are his. See? I am Nijo Paroveti. Whole life goes on. Mine yours. Ganana, they are counted Laguchetasam. Their heart is like that of a rat. See? And Udara Hridayanam too. Those who have got a lion's heart. See? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Whole world is ours. See? It is because of this, in our religion, there is no place for conversion. We accept everybody. Therefore, we have never attacked any country for looting. See, you take any other Western country, they have come to this country only to loot and convert. Because Laguchetasam, we want to spread. See, friends. Therefore, if we are really walking spiritual path, we must break this barrier of cocoon thinking. Me and my wife, me and my children, useless. Expand yourself. In expansion, there is a joy. See? Therefore, when we give up this notion, this is mine, that is yours, then slowly, slowly, we are getting out of this wrong notion that I am separate from others. See, friends. Now, if you see the world, what is the world? This is the world. My children, my brother's children, Kaurav Pandav, samsara suru. Therefore, Chinmatraika Rase Vishnu Brahmatmaika Swarupake. He who is thus established on this foundation, there is but one reality. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. There is but one reality, and that one reality is man, and he is referred as somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's father. Because of that, he has never become three. In one house I went after about 10-15 years. So the couple said, Swamiji, we are constantly fighting. I said, tell something new. This is routine. I came for your marriage. Do you remember? Yes, sir. Swamiji, we remember. I said, I also remember what I told you. I told you, look here, marriage means 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is not 2. 1 plus 1 is not 11. 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. She said, Swamiji, that is what is creating problem. Why? Which one? Husband or wife? Therefore, when we look at this world, all the differences are apparent. And all the knowledge gathered through the limitations of the means of knowledge, that is apparent knowledge, that is not real. See? And therefore, when we look at this world with this understanding, Brahma eva jagat jatam rajvam sarpa brahmo yatha. This world is created out of this illusion of, rather, out of the delusion. Therefore, the illusion appears. Now, can we change, improve the illusions? No. And yes. How? When you know sky doesn't have any color, space doesn't have any color. After knowing that, when you are looking a summer cloud free sky, it will appear blue. So, although it will appear blue, we will say what a beautiful blue sky it is. Yet, our knowledge will be it is not blue. See? So, illusion doesn't mean it will stop from appearing. When we stand in front of the mirror, reflection is an illusion. It will not stop happening, it will continue. Body identification will happen, it will not stop. Then what is to be done? Only know, although the reflection appears in the mirror, yet it doesn't exist. In the same manner, although we are functioning in this world through the body identification, yet we cannot be this body alone. Either we are everybody or nobody. This is the meaning. चिन्मात्रैकरसे विष्णौ ब्रह्मात्मैकस्वरूपके भ्रम एव जगज्जातं रज्वां सर्पभ्रमो यथा. Unless this foundation is clear, we'll be only talking and fighting in this world. Now, when we come to this understanding, in technical language, we will say that Brahman, Bhagwan, or Paramatma is simultaneously the material and efficient cause of this world. Clay is the material cause of the pots, and the pot maker is the efficient cause of the pots. Only the clay by itself will not become a pot, and the pot maker without the clay cannot make the pot. So, two things are minimum required: material cause, efficient cause. So, when we look at this world, are there two separate clay and a pot maker? So, here Vedanta tells us Abhinna Nimitta Upadan Karan. The truth is simultaneously material cause as well as the efficient cause. See, nobody makes an ocean out of the water. So, water is both the material cause and efficient cause of the ocean. Nobody makes the waves. Ocean is both the material and efficient cause of the waves. See? And therefore, whatever we see as existing, inert, that is God, and all living beings, that is equally God. And therefore, in our religion, when we touch a Shivalinga, we are touching directly Bhagavan. There is no Satan. We are directly touching Bhagavan. See, friends, then only we can understand Ganga Maiya ki Jai, Ganges, our goddess. See, Himalaya is God Himavan, his daughter Parvati, she became Shiva's wife. How can the mountain deliver the baby? See, everything in this world exists at three levels: Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmik. Three. When we take the sun in the sky, the bulb hanging in the sun, in the sky, which we are seeing them, that is Adi Bhautik sun, gross sun, like our gross body, Adi Bhautik. Then that son, because of whom Kunti Mata had the Karna as a child born out of the Mantra Diksha, he is the Adi Daivik son, or that son who is eaten by the Rahu, because of which the Grahan comes, that is the Adi Daivik son. So Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik. The third is the Adhyatmic son. It is because of the grace of the sun that our eyes have the vision. So three things: structural, functional, and subjective. Adi Bhautik, structural; Adi Daivik, functional; Adhyatmic, experiencer. Everything in this world is supported by the same reality. Structural is like the clay, functional is like the pot maker, and the subjective is I am the owner of the pot. See, friends, चिन्मात्रैक रसे विष्णु ब्रह्मात्मैक स्वरूप के भ्रमे एव जगज्जातम. When we are under the delusion, and the delusion is perception of differences is taken as real. See, differences are only because of the conditioning through which we are expressing. Color is one because of the vision, they appear to be many. Object is one because of the sense organs, the same object is divided into Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, five of them. The mind is one because of the thought, it is called as good mind, bad mind. It is the same reality, but because of the gross body, waker, subtle body, dreamer, etc. So when we are thus able to recognize that the differences are appearing but do not exist, and appearance of the differences is necessary for conducting the business of life. But because it is taken as necessary, that doesn't mean it is real. Like the longitudes and latitudes on the globe, are they really on the globe, on the earth? They are not. They are only imagination. But they are useful. In the same manner, conducting our life according to the rules and regulations of life, they are necessary. But the reality is totally different. It is for this purpose that we study the scriptures. If that is not happening, we will be carrying one more burden on our head. I have studied this, I have studied that. Now, what is the reason the differences are given so much importance? तार्किकाणां च जीवेशौ वाच्यौ एतौ विदुर्बुधाः लक्ष्यौ च सांख्ययोगाभ्यां वेदान्तैः ऐक्यतानयोः. तार्किकाणां च जीव ईशौ. Tarkika means logicians. They want to establish everything through logic. Don't give too much importance to logic in life. One child asked me this question: Swamiji, God punishes us? I say, yes, if you do wrong, He will punish. How can He punish us? I said, His technique is totally different. He will not ask you to bend down and hold your ears. No. What He does, He puts in your cranium one dahivada, what do we call as brain. And on that brain, He sprinkles various spices. One of the spices is intelligence. And then, like the dahi vada is served, they will be putting one spoon, plastic or the wooden spoon, put into that and give it to us to eat. In the same manner, after having sprinkled all kind of spices and intelligence on that brain, then one spoon I is put, and then that man becomes intelligent, and everything he tries to establish on the basis of logic. See, if you want to really walk spiritual path, don't give too much importance to why, because the sky is too high. You know why this unwanted inquiry, unwanted questions come? Only because there is no hunger, what we call mumukshutvam. You must have seen in your house when your children are not hungry, because since morning they were grazing like goats. Then Indian parents, Indian mothers, they know only one expression of love: feed him. See? So the lunch time comes. And then, come on, darling, now you have to take lunch. No, I don't know. No, you have to take lunch. You will become strong. If you don't take, you'll become weak. And pull that poor fellow on the dining table. He has no hunger because since morning, Zomato was after him. See? How much will he eat? There is no hunger. And then the child is brought compulsory, come here. And then, okay, eat. He sees what is not on the dining table. And that he will ask, I want that. Because no hunger. If he is hungry, don't give him anything to eat till 1 o'clock. And thereafter, he himself will come on the dining table, fold the tissue paper like a sandwich and give it to him. Mummy, very tasty. Hunger is there. See, friends, this is what we call mumukshutvam. Unless we have the urgency to know the truth, this unwanted asking question about the world and all that, complaining, lack of hunger. See, friends. Therefore, Tarkika logicians, they keep on arguing. What is that? God is separate and the Jiva is separate. How can the God become the Jiva and the Jiva become the God? It is not possible. See? Only talking and discussing differences. God is one, but our God is one, not your God. See? In Bombay, many years before, there was some function. 5, 6 Mahatmas were invited. I was also invited. So everybody was given some 10 minutes time to speak, and they kept me last. I said, why don't you give me first so I can go away? No, we want to hold on to the audience. So at the end, then before me there was one American Swami. His name was Vivekananda. I still remember. And he spoke about God and all that. That unless we recognize our God, but that which is our God, that he has not mentioned. Then I told them this story about this couple. You are one, but which one? We talk about God with attributes. Attributeless reality is the ultimate truth. See? Therefore, Tarkikanam cha jiveshu, they keep on talking about differences. Logically. Now, Vachau eto vidurbudhaha. And what they say, Vacha. Vacha means what? The Jiva, the soul is not all powerful, and God is all powerful, omnipotent, and Alpajna. Jiva is limited, God is unlimited. Jiva is Alpajna, he doesn't know, God knows everything. How they can be one? See, so where is the attention? Attention is only on the conditioned expressions, not what is conditioning, put on whom. See, one day a father was scolding his son. The father was a softy and the son was downloaded. So for some reason, the father scolded. I gave you birth and you behave like this with me? The downloaded stuff said, enough, dad, enough. Why enough? Who told you you gave me birth? I gave you birth. When I was not born, who called you dad? So the son is because of the father, or the father is because of the son. See, friends, mutual dependence is useful but not real. Therefore, vacho eto, we are only talking at a very surface level. But lakshau cha sankhya yogabhyam, but the Sankhya Shastra and Yoga Shastra, they indicate the indicative meaning of the word, the Jiva and the Isha. So, what they say, Laksha means what? God is the creator and Jiva is the created. The God is all happiness, Jiva is all miserable. The God doesn't have to go anywhere, He is everywhere. Jiva has to do sadhana and go to heaven. This is how the meaning of the Sankhya and the Yoga. Now, what the Vedanta says, Vedantaihi aikyatanayoho. It is said that the citizen himself is the prime minister. How many votes a citizen has? One vote. And who is the prime minister? Who is wielding all the votes? So, to be a prime minister, first you have to be the belonging to that country as a citizen. See, friends, in the same manner, the Jiva alone is Paramatma and the Ishvara is also Paramatma. Then the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Maya is called as Ishvara, and the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas is called as Jivatma. Therefore, Isha Jiva Yoho Aikyam means what? The Jiva, the soul, doesn't become the God, but both of them are supported by the same reality. That is what we have to recognize. And therefore, Vedanta helps us. Don't get carried away by the differences. Focus your attention on that which is supporting the differences. When we are able to thus change our focal length, get rid of the differences and hold on to the substrata. कार्य कारण वाच्यांशौ जीवेशौ यौ जहच्यतौ अजहच्यतयो लक्षौ चिदंशावेक रूपिणौ. Now, how this Vedanta is able to establish oneness? The teacher says, Karya Karana Vachyamshu. Ishvara is the cause, the creator. Jiva is the effect, the created. Karya Karana. Karya is effect, Karana is the cause. So, Ishvara, the God, is the creator, and the Jiva, the soul, is the created. So, Jiveshau yaut jahachatau. Now discard the cause and effect relationship. Okay. Then what to do? Ajahachatayor lakshau. Now who is Jiva and who is the Ishvara? Paramatma with the conditioning of the Maya is called as Ishvara. The same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas is called as the Jivatma. So, these conditioning of the Maya and the Panchakoshas, when they are rejected, Ajahachatayo Lakshau, when they are rejected, attention is on Ajahacha, the substratum is not rejected. Then we come to know both of them, Ishvara and Jiva, they are one and the same because of the conditioning, they are referred as different cause and effect. Like the man is an effect with reference to his father, he is a cause with reference to his son. So, whether he is a cause or effect, thing, he is both and yet beyond both. The more we thus start understanding, we will be discarding all our wrong notions about life, and thereafter, life will be effortlessly cheerful and happy. Now, various kinds of philosophies which are very prominent, they are taken. Why we are not able to know this Vedantic understanding about the self is further elaborated. कर्मशास्त्रे कुतो ज्ञानम तर्के नैवास्ति निश्चयः सांख्य योगो द्विधा पन्नो शाब्दिका शब्द तत्परः. Now here the various approaches of life are told. Number one, karma shastra. This karma, 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 don't give too much importance to that. Sankhya, Yoga, Buddhism, Jainism, and Karma Kandi. If you remove karma from them, they are totally gone. And what a karma does, it fixes you in this relative world, doesn't liberate you. Because the purpose of the karma and the birth of the karma is not recognized. See, first of all, we have to understand what is the karma. Then all the problems will be solved. See, suppose there is the Ekadashi and somebody is observing Ekadashi fast, but by mistake, he or she happens to eat food that day. So when the food is eaten on Ekadashi and then realize, oh God, today is Ekadashi, I have taken food, now I have committed sin. Now what will happen? Go to hell. You have committed sin. See? Okay. Now you have taken the food, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, whatever it may be. It has gone in your stomach. After having gone, do we say, don't disturb digestion in progress? We don't have that notion that I am digesting the food. And therefore, eating food on Ekadashi will be a sin for the Vaishnava, and constipation is not a merit, or dysentery is not a sin. So, what is karma? Action plus a sense of doership is a karma. So, if we want to get rid of the karma in life, what should be the approach? The doership should be given up. How can we do that? Yad yad karma karomi tattadakilam shambho tavaradhana. See, friends, but what an arrogance we have. I have done so much for him, but now see how he's treating me. Who asked you to do that? Don't do it. If we really want to get freedom from that stupid thing called as karma, know for certain, whatever we are doing in our life, It is our need. Nobody needs us. But we imagine we are indispensable in this world. When we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we leave this world, there will not be any lacuna. But we have the wrong notion. And therefore, I am doing this, I am doing this, I am doing this, I am doing this. See? And they suffer because they have got this wrong notion. But is it not my responsibility? Kartavya karma. Kartavya karma is an opium given to you. You are here not for kartavya karma. You are here to allow the divinity expressed through you. So whatever we are doing, let it be a source of expressing happiness. The real karma yoga is through action, body, through speech, and through the mind. Let only happiness be expressed. Whatever we do for getting happiness. Instead of that, whenever whatever you are doing, do it happily. You have learnt everything about karma yoga. See, friends. Therefore, karma shastre kuto jnanam. But this karma tells us all the time, if you do this thing, you will go to heaven. If you do this thing, you will go to hell. And all the time leading a life of fearful existence. See, friends. Therefore, if we understand this business of karma properly, you will see that we will not get lost. Karma is the grandchild of ignorance. Avidya kama karma. Avidya, incomplete knowledge. As a result, desire comes. And the desire manifests as karma. So, three stages. Avidya, I think I am incomplete. Therefore, desire to get married. Karma, pay, 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 pay. Thereafter, whole life, see, avidya, kama, karma. This thing we have to clearly understand. So, if there is no avidya, no wrong notion, no desire. See, there was one elderly man with whom I had to stay in Calcutta many years before, maybe 30, 40 years before. And he was old, but he was very healthy. No problem of any kind. No blood pressure, no sugar, no heart trouble, no nothing. That was the problem for him. So he told me, hey, let us go to the doctors. So we used to go to doctor because he was my boss. And the doctor will check fully. And he say, congratulations, you have no problems. He will get frustrated. When we come out, doctor doesn't know anything. Useless fellow. I am now 80 plus and no problem. How it is possible? I used to keep quiet because I was subordinate. Two, three doctors, everywhere the same thing. Then I myself diagnosed his disease. Then before we went to the next doctor, I went first alone and I told, this is the type of person I am bringing. Kindly tell him some disease. He is very frustrated that he is not having any disease. And then the doctor saw and he said, I am surprised you are still alive. You have got 60% blockade in your heart. You should not eat this. You should not climb hurriedly. Go slowly. Take a stick in the hand. Don't jump. After we came out, he is the real doctor. See? And then he started behaving as if he is not well. So, because of this ignorance, then how can an elderly person be healthy? Why he cannot be healthy? Because of this ignorance, they desire. I must have something, because in the old age, walking with a stick and bending, somebody to hold, looks so nice, isn't it? And the old him, he is not a proper old man. See, these are all the tricks of your mind. Avidya, then the calm, the desire. We want recognition from others. I have done so much. Who asked you our question? No need. Therefore, karma is a grandchild of this foolishness. Don't get lost in this karma. It is a catch 22. Get out of it. Now it is a catch 23. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om